This is an installment of Remarkable Meetings, and we're going to talk about a meeting earlier this week with Professor Eduardo Diniz. Now, Professor Eduardo I had met a few months ago, and it was great to be able to come back to Sao Paulo and meet with him again, and we brought some executives from a bank in an emerging market country. And what is so unique about Professor Eduardo is he's known as the godfather of correspondent banking. And we talked briefly about that in an earlier video. And correspondent banking essentially is bringing banking services to the non-banking poor. But what happened this week was Professor Eduardo introduced a new concept that he's been working on for a short period of time known as social currency. And in this scenario, a local community prints its own currency for use within that one community. Now, here in Brazil, this is actually being done with the blessing of the central bank. It's generally illegal to print your own currency, but here they have the authority, the blessings to do it. And so they're printing currency and they're using it just within the confines of that particular community. So in other words, you can't be in the Amazon and then come into Sao Paulo and use that currency. It's only good for there. So you use it for shopping, for the market, for business services, so whatever it is. And once I realized what was going on, I asked the professor if this was actually speeding up the velocity of the currency since its geographic distribution is so small. And he said yes. He said not only does it speed up the velocity, the turnover of the currency, but they're now discovering that when they pull the currency back out and they reintroduce the real or the real here in Brazil, the velocity stays up high. But more importantly is that the utilization of the community businesses stays up. So it's a great win-win situation, and it's a program that's being introduced wider and wider here in Brazil. And we're going to add some video clips down wherever the editors put it. There'll be an additional video clip to go see some more information. So, remarkable meeting, Professor Eduardo Diniz here in Brazil.